Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel jennifermarievo, where I teach you different ways that you can make money online working from home. So this is going to be the second video in my Sellable skills series. In this video I'm going to teach you how to video edit. As our demonstration video, we're going to create a channel trailer. Imagine you have a YouTube channel and you want to create a trailer for your channel, but we're just using that project as a demonstration, and I'm going to walk you through how to video edit using Filmora. Now, Filmora is a paid video editing software that is very affordable, so you can click on the link in the description below to see the video editing software I use, Filmora. But I'm also going to show you how to video edit using a free video editor, VSDC. So if you want to learn how to video edit and right now you don't have the budget to afford a video editing software, don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to video edit using both Filmora and VSDC. Now, video editing is an amazing skill to have because you can edit your own home videos or professional videos for work, or if you want to become a YouTuber and want to edit your own videos to put on YouTube. And video editing is also a really popular skill to sell on websites like Fiverr or Upwork. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who are making a lot of money and don't have time to edit their own videos, so they outsource the video editing work on platforms like Upwork. So if you can become an efficient and excellent video editor, you can sell your skills and edit other people's videos and make an income doing that. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, jennifermarievo, for more videos just like this one. I will be releasing more in-depth tutorials on different skills like video editing, so stay tuned for those videos and let's get started. Okay everybody, so now I'm going to teach you how to video edit using Filmora. If you don't have Filmora, you can get a free trial by clicking on the link in the description below. Again, this is a paid software after your free trial, but it is an amazing software and I highly recommend using it. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to video edit using a free video editor that's a bit more complicated, but in this tutorial, we're just going to use Filmora. So this is the finished project that we're going to create together. I just want to play a little bit of it for you to demonstrate that as we do video editing, to demonstrate how exactly we video edit. You can see here that this is the timeline and these are different tracks that we have on the timeline. So I'm going to press play to show you the project that we're going to create from scratch and just play a little piece of it for you. And you can see that the playhead here will move as the video is playing. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. But as you can see, I'm going to show you how to add text, how to add animation to your text, how to sync the videos and images to the music so that it changes on the beat, and how to add cool effects like this one as well. I'll also show you at the end how you can add your logo and animate your logo and add a subscribe button and an arrow as well. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is download Filmora from the link in the description below. And then when you open up, you'll go File, New Project. Now you can select if you want to do an Instagram one or any of these different formats. We're just going to do the 16:9 widescreen, which is what I use when I'm, editing for my YouTube videos. So here is where we're going to import our project media. So you can click here and locate the media that you want to add. I have it all in one folder. So you're going to click and drag and add in all the media that you want to work with. Now you might wonder, where can I get stock footage to create my own videos? If you are video editing, something for a client and you need stock footage and don't have your own videos. You can go to pixabay.com and here there's free images and royalty-free stock, and you can search by clicking here and clicking videos and type in, for example, fitness. And you've got all these different fitness videos that you can use in your projects. So the first thing we want to do is I'm going to add the audio track to the timeline. So I'm going to add this and I'm actually just going to drag it down here to the third track. And you can see on the side, it's audio track 2, and we have that here. And on this timeline, you can add images or videos. So I want to start with the channel art that I did in my last video. I want this to be the intro image. I'm going to click and drag so it's on the first track here. And as you can see, it fills it nicely. And what we can do is we can click on the edge to extend the length or shorten the length. So I'm going to press play here because what I want is I want this image to last as long as the beat. I want to change it on the beat of the music. So let's press play and listen to where we can hear the beat changing. So around at this point here, I've heard the beat change, and this is when I want to change into my next video. So you can click this button here to split the file, and then just click delete to delete the file. Now, one thing I like to do is go through and add markers where the beat changes, and that way it will be easier for me to know how long I want each of the media to last. And to do that, we can click here, add marker. And you can see this little blue marker has just popped up. So I'm going to go ahead, pause this video, and listen through this entire track, well, as long as I want to make the video, and add in markers where the beat drops. And that way it will be easy for me to edit later on. Okay, so now you can see all of these little markers I've added where the beat drops, and I want the videos to last and change on the beat. Another thing I want to show you is you can click here and see this double arrow. Click and move to zoom up on the timeline. You can also use these buttons here to zoom up on the timeline, and that way we can be a little bit more specific with our editing. So the next video I want to add is this one here. So I'm going to click and drag that. It's going to pop up asking this question if you want to change the project settings to match this media. So you can say match to media or keep project settings. I'm just going to click keep project settings. So now that I've added this second video, I want this to stop here. So I'm going to click on the marker and then just click the split button. And then I can just click delete on my keyboard to delete that, okay? So now let's add the second video. Again, just click and drag it. And again, I'm going to click on the marker and I can click split. Now let's say, I wanted to start this here instead of over here. I can just go to where I want to split it and either click the split button or click the edge and drag it like this. And that way it'll cut it and it'll start here. And then just click and drag and it will snap to attach to the next clip. And then we can click and drag again and see how it just snaps to the marker and it will cut off right at the marker where we want it to cut off. Now let's do our last clip, which is workout 4. And now in the last part, I wanted this video actually to end here. So I'm going to click on the marker where I want the video to end. And I don't have any media here, but I want to end it. So I want to split the audio track. Now to split, you have to make sure that you're selecting the clip you want to split. So click on the audio, then click the split icon, and now we can just press delete on our keyboard. Now, the one thing is this audio will just cut off, and we don't want it to just cut off. We want it to fade out. So if you listen here, that doesn't sound good. We want it to fade out. So to do that, it's very easy. Hover your mouse over the audio and then click on this little marker icon and go like this, and that will make it fade out. So you can have a quick fade, like you can hear now, or you can do a longer fade, so it's a bit softer. So let's go like that. Press play. Okay, so that's good. So we're going to add the logo and subscribe button at the end, but now we want to add some cool effects. So I want to show you how you can do that. We can click on effects at the top, and here there's all sorts of different cool effects you can add. So to preview an effect, just click on it and press play, and you can see here this is a black and white effect. And what you can do is click and drag it on top of your media, and you'll see that now that has just changed it to black and white. But I'm going to go edit, undo. Or alternatively, maybe you only want the effect to happen for a small section and you don't want it to apply to the entire clip. You can drag it on top and it will go on its own layer and then adjust the length of the effect. So if I press play, you see the effect only lasts for a portion of time. There's all sorts of different effects and filters that you can add. Here you can see filters, there's overlays. I liked this chromatic aberration one. So I'm going to click and drag that to the top here. And then I can just adjust and click and drag to adjust the length of the effect as well. And now let's press play. Okay, so I thought that's quite cool, so I'm going to keep that effect there. And now you might want to add a transition. For this video, I like it just to switch without a transition, but if you want to add a transition, it's very easy. Just go to transitions, and then here under included, you have 233 different included transitions. So you can just, click and drag it, and that will be the transition here. And you can see it right here. So let's press play. So there's all sorts of cool transitions you can use. If you want to preview one, just click on it, press play. You can see how the transition will change. There's different, slideshow transitions, lifestyle transitions. There's all sorts of different ones. You can just drag it over top to replace it. So let's look at this one. So there's lots of cool transitions. I don't want to use a transition for this because I want it to be a bit more of a fast-paced sort of video. So to remove a transition, we can click on it, right-click, and go delete, or just press delete on your keyboard. And now we don't have a transition. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to add text. I want certain text elements to pop up. So to do that, I'm going to go over to titles. And here you can see all these different sections. There's openers. So you could have an opener at the beginning of your video, or titles, lower thirds, subtitles. I'm just going to click on titles, and here default title. I'm going to click on that and then drag it to where I want it to go. Again, with the title, you can click to adjust the length of the title as well. And to make edits to the title, we'll double click on it. You can go up here and highlight it and erase it and then put in whatever you want. So let's say I want to write believe. So you can change your font here and your font size as well, and your text color, and then also your text space. So I'm going to click and drag to make this a bit bigger as well. So I want it something like this, I like. Okay, and then just press OK when you're done. Now let's say I want to add an animation to this text. I'm going to double click on it and go to animation. And here you can choose any sort of animation that you want to add to the text. I like this evaporate one, so I'm just going to double click on it to apply it and then choose OK. So now if we play, Okay, so let's say I want to use this exact same title in other areas as well. I can choose, click on it and go save as custom and then name my custom text settings. So let's go fitness motivation title. Okay. So now under titles, under custom, we have fitness motivation title. So now we can just take our saved title and drag it to wherever we want to add it, extend the length or shorten it or wherever you want it to pop up, and then double click, and then we can change the text to whatever we want. So we can do that, and then I'm going to do it again at the end of this video. Okay, so now if we're going through this and we're playing this video, you know, this is nice. All of the colors of this are nice, but they don't exactly match. We're going from a really bright scene right here to a yellowish scene here, and then switching to, you know, a grayish sort of scene here. So one thing I love about Filmora is that there are so many different color grading tools that you can change the color scheme and make it match actually. So all the videos will have sort of the same color. To do this, we're going to double click on the media that you want to change the color of. And here you can click, you know, first of all, you could just go to this drop down menu here and change any color, change the white balance, the tone, the brightness. But what I want to show you that you can do is go down here to color match. And you can select the frame that you want to match to. So if I want to match it to this red here and then click match, you can see that it's really red. Now I don't want it to look this red, so I can drag down the level and you can see the difference if we have it at 0 versus if we have it like this. It gives it this sort of a reddish sort of tone, which makes it match. Now I'm going to press OK, and I'm going to do that for the next one as well. Double click, click color match. You can press comparison view, and then again you can just adjust the slider, you know, so you like it. I don't want to make it too red, but I want to sort of give it this reddish sort of tone so it's the same throughout the entire thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of my clips. Now finally, at the very end of this, I want to add my logo and a subscribe button. So what we're going to do is go back to media, and we just have the black background, which I'm happy with. You could always add a different background on the bottom and then put the logo on top. So for example, if I took this logo and put it here on the top track, you can see that it will be on top of everything else. So I'm happy with it just over a black background. So I'm going to put it like this. Now to edit the size, because right now it's huge, I'm going to click on the logo and then just drag it down so it's nice and small. And there's an automatic snap to grid, so you can make it in the center if you want. I'm going to put it up a bit because I want to put the subscribe button under. Now I'm going to extend the length so it goes until the very end of the video. And then I want to add an animation that will pop up. So I'm going to double click on it to add an animation, then click animation, and then here you can add any of these preset animations or preset motions. I like the vortex in. So you can see it does this cool little vortex in animation. And then here you can actually click and adjust this if you want it to go slower or faster. So you can see now it's really slow. That's really slowly coming in, or you can make it like this so it goes in fast. Okay. Now let's add a subscribe button. So with Filmora, there are different elements, and there's all these included elements, and then there's the film stock ones, which I use. There's a channel subscribe, and you can add these subscribe buttons, but you have to pay for a monthly membership to use these. So let's just show you how you could do it without, the membership if you don't, want to get that. You could just find any subscribe button on the internet or make one yourself, just a little graphic that says subscribe. and then we're gonna drag it onto, one of these tracks, and we're gonna click on the subscribe button, and then again, adjust the size and center it, extend the length, double click and add an animation to this as well. And then I'm going to show you how to add one of the included elements that you will get once you purchased Filmora and you don't have to get a monthly membership. You can go to Elements, and we're going to go Tutorial, and then click here. This is a little arrow icon. We're going to click and drag it down to the bottom here or anywhere on the track, and click on it, and then again readjust the size. Actually, I'm going to put this over top, so it will be over top of the subscribe button on the top layer. And lastly, if you wanted to adjust the volume of the audio and it was too loud for you, you could double click on it, and then here you can drag on this to lower the volume up or down depending on what you want. You can also do a fade in or a fade out. We already did the fade out, but you could adjust that as well if you wanted to by dragging on these and press OK. Okay, so just like that, we've created a really cool channel trailer for our video. I'm going to show you how to export it, and then I will press play and you can see just how nice this video looks that we've made. So to export it, let's click export, and then go ahead and select the type of file, MP4. The MP4 is fine. You can also choose device if you want, something that's specific for a certain device. Then just type in your name and then just choose export. And then here you'll see how much time it will take, and it will convert your video, and then you can set up a little alert, that it will give you a reminder when it's done, and then you can watch it. So once this is finished exporting, I'm going to play the video and you can see what we've just created. Okay everyone, so that's it for my tutorial on how to video edit for beginners using Filmora. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I personally love video editing. I think it's really fun. You can be so creative and try so many different new things, and video editing is really made easy with Filmora. I can't tell you how much I love this program. It's just so easy to do everything that you need to do. I will be showing you how to video edit, making a similar trailer using VSDC, which is a free video editor, in my next tutorial if you do not have the budget right now to invest in a video editing software like Filmora. So stay tuned for that video. In any case, you can download the free trial by clicking on the link in the description below to check out Filmora and see if you like it, and if it is something you might want to invest in the future. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please click like, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one, and I will see you in my next video.